Okay, that's live. All right, so if anybody's watching this, I just figured do it live. Let me spin you around, show you what I got in my hands here. So I'm out here in my compost soil bank. This is where I throw extra leaves and whatnot. And I planted onions in the garden, and I've got 2 packages of onions left. They're looking pretty sad because I forgot them in the house. So I'm just gonna sit out here and plant them. And if you guys want to watch that excitement, I'm gonna put it on. We're rocking. So anyways, here's my onions. Hopefully in the shot. Doing garden stuff. They got left in the house, and so they kind of dried out, and they all look like this. Look at that yellowy. You guys are gonna have to listen to the Air Force today a little bit. Trainee pilot land. So anyway, so I'm putting them in. I cut the ends off because they were so bad, and I'm just making this little furrow and dropping them in. Here, wing you over. Come along, come along. So just like that. Stay, tripod. Maybe not. Put you. Try to hold you with my foot. So anyway, so I made this little furrow. I got a big old wheel roller. Here we are, farm life. See that wheel roller going by? That's what the noise is out here. Maybe you guys can see there into my little furrow. Can't see the screen very well. The overcast makes it kind of hard to see. So then I'm just laying them in here just like this, all the way down these little furrows. And this area is just where I bank soil for my garden, and then in the summer I just go ahead and throw my squash, my winter squash out here, and let it grow over this. So what it is where I throw grass clippings, wood chip, compost, garden stuff, everything left over from the previous year. People that have yards but don't garden will ask if they can drop their leaves off here, and grass clippings. I try to be careful with the grass clippings. If you're a weed and feeder, you're not welcome. You know, poison your family, not mine. Someday when you're bringing your wife home from chemotherapy, or your kids home from their leukemia blood treatment, you can take them out on your beautiful lawn without any dandelions and tell them how beautiful it is. Everything gets dumped out here. There's a stick, there's pine cones. So hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm just gonna do my thing. If you want to watch, cool beans. If not, I mean, the other day I watched some chickens. Some lady had her baby chicks just to see if she'd get people watching. This is just how I document what I'm doing. It's a cold year, and I'm slow on the planting. Bring your kiddo. There we are. Alright, hope that was exciting to watch. Next row, I think. So this is the hoe I like to use for this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pointy on the end. Real handy for this. I don't know what you call them. I don't see them very often. But they make a nice little furrow for planting onions. Yeah. And I'm spacing about 3 to 4 inches apart. One more. Whoops. Some fantastic cinematography going on here. 0 views. I wonder if I set the right time. Or is it just the sound that boring? I think it's live. Yeah, it's rolling. Yeah, rolling. It's just nobody's interested in it, so it's all right. I'm just gonna keep spitting out videos. So one of the reasons I'm punching out all these videos lately, a lot of shorts, a lot of garbage, a lot of really cringy stuff. Unfortunately, because I get to where I don't even know what to film. Because we're gonna try to launch a flower garden, and when we do that, I'm trying to build a base of garden watchers who would find that interesting, and then I guess we'll have to up the quality of the content. we'll see how that goes. Because apparently you can't have a business today without some sort of social media footprint, I guess it'd be. Presence. Presence is the word I'm looking for. Social media presence. So to do this stuff, you got to let the whole world in on your business. Put yourself out there to be trolled, memed, humiliated, praised. Because there's a lot of good people out there that actually say really nice things too. I really like that. Kind of pumps the old ego a little bit. But there's a lot of yucky people out there just mean, nasty. And I can't say that I haven't said things that were maybe not as kind as I could have been to others. That I didn't know them or their business or what the first thing about them, and it's just not right. So I definitely try not to do that now. Although I have gotten snarky a couple times with different people that have trolled me or said things I just thought were ridiculous. Something I need to work on, I guess. Become a better person. There, another row of onions. I'm like halfway through the first pack. Yay. Turn you guys a little bit this way. Keep up with me. So you guys can see all these leaves out here. That's what this whole bed is. Everything that gets dumped out here, it's always leaves and cardboard, lawn waste, and it's kind of a compost pile in that it all composts, but it's not a compost pile in that I don't come out and steer it that much, other than maybe a little soil disturbance. It's more of a soil bank, and it's just things that yard waste. But if I show you the soil, I mean, it's pretty good looking stuff. Hope that's in the shot. It's pretty good looking stuff. I'm just breaking it a little bit. Put these onions in. I don't till it, so it's kind of a no-till. It gets laid in layers, plastic bag. So it's kind of like a lasagna garden. It's just the extra space where I put extra stuff, like that extra package of onions I forgot. Generally it's though it's because it's displeasing to the eye. It's not, you know, it's a big pile of leaves, looks a little tacky. It ends up becoming my winter squash bed. A little warm. Little red wiggler looking guy. I don't know what genus form he is. Probably not red wiggler though. It becomes my winter squash. So I pop them out there. They grow real big and bushy. They cover over everything, so you can't see all the leaves and yard debris out here. So again, space these about 4 inches apart. That's just good looking stuff. It's not very uniform in that if you go through it, you'll find some white chalky dirt that's broke down like that, and you'll start to see some real dark brown. You come across spots that are just look more like just leaf mold that's broke down. Excuse my drippy nose, my boobs. Push it back over. So last year I planted a bunch of onions. And I think I was planning to do the same thing this year. Got busy doing other things and forgot these onions. There we go. Almost done with the first package. So a couple videos ago, I mentioned that peas and onions don't get along too well. The onions have antibacterial qualities. I think there's even some medicinal use for onions.
Were you going to have Dad test the dishwasher?
What's that?
Were you going to have Dad test the dishwasher?
I know what the problem is. I just have to get the part. Anyways. Well, onions have, kind of an antibacterial property, which makes them not very, they don't grow well, or they grow well, but they kind of can slow down your legumes. So that'd be your onions, or not your onions, that would be your beans and your peas. What else legumes I grow? Beans, peas. All your nitrogen fixers, all those plants that work in symbiosis with bacteria they kind of will slow down their growth. They won't stop it, but they won't allow those plants to work as well with that nitrogen bacteria. Which makes me believe to grow good onions, you might want to be growing them in a fungally dominated soil or compost. Now out here, this area gets a lot of sticks and leaves, a lot of carbon dumped in it. So I've not done a soil test, but I'm going to assume, this is just an assumption based on a guesstimation, I'm going to assume that this soil here is in fact fungally dominated, because I get put so much out here. It's just, when you pick it up and everything's a pine needle or a leaf, little biochar sitting out here. You go. So away we go. Next row. You can smell how rich the soil is. I mean, you can't smell, I can smell how rich the soil is with just organic matter. I mean, just a few days ago, it was covered with leaves. I raked them back because I intended to do something out here. It is a little bit compacted. Just from the snow and weather. I don't think it's compacted enough to really hurt these onions. So this bed's not going to get much love. I will just occasionally just throw some, I'll throw a hose out here, a sprinkler, and that's about all the attention it's going to get. A little more packed here, because I drove my truck over here on it. right where the tires were mashing the soil down. Bet if I did more lives, my wife would not ask me what I'm doing all the time. She'd just check the internet. She has this tendency of looking out the window and asking me what I'm doing when it seems obvious I'm fiddle farting in the garden. I'm not sure. I don't speak wife very well, but I think it's probably a code for I'd rather you be doing this right now instead. That'd be my guess. That when your wife asks you, "What are you doing?" It's wifeanese for I'd rather you were doing this right now, because they know what you're doing. Right? They know what you're doing. They look down, they see you on your hands and knees, and a plastic container full of something, and dirt, hoe, and a tool. So they know what you're doing. But, yeah, that must be code. I should write these things down as they come to me, so that when it happens, I know I've dedicated to memory what that code word means, or what that code phrase means. So if she says, "What are you doing?" it means I would rather you were doing something else right now, which I'm pretty sure she'd rather me doing something else right now, because our kids are coming in town this weekend. The yard is messy. I've got to do another dump run today. And I've got to go to town, get some coffee. For the coffee maker, because now we're hoity-toities, and we only drink fresh ground. Yep, that's me. I'm uppity these days. I'm a fresh ground drinking coffee guy. I got one of them fancy coffee makers that grinds your coffee, and it's really cool. So it grinds your coffee. It makes you an espresso, double espresso. It makes you a cup of coffee too. That's really neat. Makes you a cappuccino, like with the foam milk and everything, which is kind of nice as a treat. I don't do it much because I usually just rather have a cup of coffee. But yeah, now I'm an uppity. That's me, stuck up coffee snob, drinking my fresh ground every morning. Pretty soon you're gonna see me out here gardening in tight pants with my soy latte and my man bun. Blaming capitalism for all the sins of the universe. Well, I'm tired of planting onions. You guys got to be tired, if anybody's watching this, of watching me plant onions. I'm getting a little less delicate as we go. Just want it over with. Kind of like watching a musical. And you just wish it was over already. Those look dead. Those last ones aren't looking so hot. Okay, I need to rake some more leaves away. So I'll go find the rake. I'll be right back. Guys, check this out. Here, I'm gonna rake this back and then I will pop you around so you can see what I've planted so far. That's kind of dry under there. Maybe I'll stop there. Yeah, stop there. Maybe one or two more rows. I'll show you where we're at here if anybody's watching. So, see all the little onions sticking up there. And I'm going to do a couple more rows. Hope that's straight enough. A couple more rows, and then I don't know what I'm doing with all these rest of these onions. Dude, that's a boatload of onions, guys. Rock. Big rock. Another big rock. You think after a few years of doing this, there wouldn't be any rocks in the top. Not big rocks, at least. In the top 4 or 5 inches. Next bunch. Almost halfway through the second package. Just jamming in onions. I think I cut some of these a little too short. The tops off of them. Oh, you guys see that? A little too much off. Because they don't look like they're going to make it. We'll see. I'll just shove 3 or 4 in there. onions doesn't look as good as the first batch. See how they do. My little hoe. Oops. Buried a couple. Too deep. Stump. I think this is the last row, guys, and then I'm gonna put some water on this. I got too many other things to do. That one looks terrible. Let's see what we got. Yeah, these guys just look so bad. Not looking good. Two more. Oh, I guess I'm done. Bury these. 2, 4. All right, one super boring video of watching the guy plant onions. If you watch this, thank you. Oops. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of these guys. They look really bad. And I don't really have anywhere else to put onions. I am spent on onion locations. Maybe I'll give them to somebody else. Anyway, so we'll go fetch up the water real quick. We'll put some water on them. I see I got 2 people watching. Hey guys, 1 person watching. Two people watching. So I'm almost done here. I'm gonna go get the sprinkler. You guys can stare at little sprigs of onion. Don't get too excited. Just lay this sprinkler out in the middle of it. So you wonder what variety of onion I'm planting? It's called Candy. I think it's a hybrid. I don't have a problem with hybrids. The only shortcoming hybrids have generally is you can't save the seed. They tend to be when you buy a hybrid plant the best qualities of a couple different varieties. So these are a type of sweet onion like a Walla Walla. It gets pretty good size like the Alce Craig does. They keep pretty good. I just took my last ones out of the cool room and they kept almost all winter, and I just took them because they were starting to divide. You can see there, and I just stuck them in the ground right there and right here. I'll let them divide and seed out, and I will save the seed from them and see. I might give them a shot, see if they see how well they do. I have quite a few of them left here. This must have been out of the first package because they're much better looking than the second package. Anyway, let's turn on the sprinklers. Blowing half the water, more water away from the onions. A little better. That'll do it. Alright, so enough of that. So I've got to haul these off today to the dump. These are hydroponic float tables my brother gave me, and they work really great. They just don't work really great for me. So I put them up on Facebook Marketplace, and nobody was interested. The only people that were interested were, from my guess, potheads that didn't actually have any money and were just blowing smoke up my pipe. So, anyways, that's off to the dump, unfortunately. Those are like 250 bucks a piece, new. Isn't that silly? I'm gonna take them to the dump. And up here you see all these lights. That's going to the dump. There's lights and there's ductwork and a bunch of hydroponic stuff. My brother grows herbs, and he gave me a bunch of stuff he wasn't using because I was getting into hydroponics just for vegetables, and I wasn't pleased with the results. The vegetables were okay, but the taste wasn't there. Flavor wasn't there. Maybe I'm a snob. I do drink ground coffee now. Anyways, guys, that's the fun for today. One more last look at the onions. That turns you around, yeah. I'll leave this water running, and I'm gonna head off the dump. See y'all later.